So I decided that I would make this video to help people who are trying to apply online for jobs right now. Maybe you're hoping for remote work, maybe you're looking for something else, but you might be interested in working remotely if you had the opportunity. So I had uploaded my resume to Indeed because I had applied to a few jobs and also to a couple of other services like ZipRecruiter. And a company contacted me asking me if I wanted to apply for a position in accounting. And I asked a little bit about details for the job and what it was. And then I looked up the company because I wanted to know, well, what is this company? What do they do? Are they a legitimate company before I even go anywhere? So I spent some time looking at it and they said, okay, this is Alorica. Well, they have thousands of remote workers and jobs. And I thought, well, maybe this is actually something. They're like, well, would you like to go through the interview process with us? So I decided, well, it's a 20-minute interview process. I'll go on through it and we'll just see what it's about and maybe I'll like the company. And we get through the interview process. I pass everything. And they say, okay, well, we're going to want you to start immediately and we're going to do training tomorrow. Are you available for training? And I told my husband, I said, I'm really not sure about this. This seems a little bit sketchy. But I did some research on Alorica and I found a lot of people that work there. And maybe we should give it a try. So I went ahead and I did the training with them the following day. Well, it went fine. They wanted my Cash App and they went through some different programs that I would need in order to complete the job and basically what the job expectations were. Well, I did not give them my banking information because, number one, I didn't have a contract with this company yet and it was weird the way that it was all going anyway. But I was interested, so I decided, I'll see what's going on. So I sent them my QR code for Cash App and for Venmo. And they said, well, you need to have your Cash App verified. And it said it would take about 1 to 2 business days for it to be verified. And they were like, well, these are the things that you're going to be doing on the accounting end. You are going to be processing the payments for us. And you will get paid for processing the payments. Okay, simple enough. So he says, I will talk to you tomorrow and we will start when your verification is through. And I thought, okay, well, it's a little weird, but let's see what happens. About an hour later, he messages me and says, I have a payment and it's coming to your account. Will you see if you've received the payment? And I thought, well, that's so weird. I haven't really done any training. I've just been getting these different applications prepared today. And okay, so this was like really a big red flag. I'm like, yeah, I was already a little sketchy about the job. I put some time in looking into Alorica and seeing what it is, and something is not right here. So I checked my account, and through my account, they have sent me $1,000. And it's coming from this woman, and I thought, well, this is just very weird. And they say, okay, now what we want you to do is we want you to put these funds into Bitcoin. And I was like, scam, 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 scam. So I played along for a little while just to see what they would do. I'm like, oh, my Bitcoin, I don't have it. It's not verified. Can you send screenshots? Can you tell me what to do? They say, okay, well, you can put it in this wallet. I'm like, no, it won't let me do that. And they're like, well, then let's use this application instead. It should be faster. So I'm like, okay, go to this application. And I'm like, oh no, it has to be verified too. It appears I can't do that. They're like, oh, don't worry, it'll only take a few minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'll let you know when it's verified. And they're saying, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get on a plane now. I feel like you can handle it. When the verification goes through, put the money into this wallet. And I just thought, oh, they have stolen somebody's money. They have certainly stolen this woman's money. And now it's in my account. And they expect me to move this money for them. I'm not about to do that. So I called Alorica and I said, do these people work for you? And one of their names was, let's see, I'll tell you what his name was. Bobby Swinson. So one of their names was Bobby Swinson. The other one, he was going by Sean Stacy, who, when I looked up on their website, was the CEO of Alorica. There's no way that a CEO is going to be directly dealing with employees. Not going to happen. So I contacted Alorica's help agency, and I just told them what was going on and let them know that a company was using their name. I was pretty certain it was a scam because I hadn't even applied to their company. They just said that they got my resume from Indeed where I'd posted it. And I said, well, I did a lot of research into your company and I saw that they had online jobs like this, so I decided to go through the interview process. But now I know that someone is running a scam, and I just wanted to confirm that these people do not work in your company. They did not. Of course, you know, Sean's the CEO. He's not going to be contacting people. He is, you know, doing other things. Maybe he has nothing to do with it and he is just making a percentage off the company, you know, because that's what CEOs do. They don't do those types of things. So I contacted the bank also, and I told them to put a hold on this money and to flag it as fraudulent charges and to try to get in contact with the woman whose money had been taken. And so finally today they did get that woman's money back to her, and I'm glad. But I just want you all to be very aware when you're applying online, like I've been applying to lots of jobs. I'm pretty aware of things like this. It's why I didn't give them my bank information or anything personal. And I was careful about those things. And I kind of wanted to see how far that they would take it and what that they would want me to do. Now today they were very mad about me blocking them, and I informed them that I had contacted people to let them know who they were and what they were doing. But just be very aware, there are scams like this. They want to make you liable for taking these people's money. The bank would freeze your account. You could lose money. You could be charged. So please be aware of things like this. If something seems weird, if it doesn't seem quite right, you should probably look elsewhere. Alorica is a real company. But if you are not hearing from someone in HR department, if they are asking you to transfer funds like this, especially on the first day, you know, when you haven't even finished training, please be seeing red flags. No, this is a scam. You know, if you want to post in the comments below and you want to see kind of some of the things that they were sending, I can do that as well. But just be aware that the online world is like that. People are looking to take advantage of others. Be very careful what kinds of information that you're sharing. And know that Alorica is a real company, because I saw a lot of people that were concerned that Alorica wasn't a real company. It is. But if you have not applied directly on their website, if you are not talking to someone in email from their HR department and you're sure that it is their HR department, do not contact them back. They are not going to get you to process payments like this. They are not going to be asking for personal information in the way that this person was. And I wouldn't send it. And another red flag is they didn't need it. When I said, oh, I'm not comfortable sending that, they're like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. We can go on without it. Typically online companies have a secure way of getting that type of information to be able to pay you, like DocuSign or something like this. So just be aware. I know that they're taking advantage of people. I know that people are looking up Alorica or other online companies and thinking, well, this is legitimate. I've been applying to all these different places. Be very careful who you give money to. And be careful if someone wants you to transfer funds for Bitcoin. Red flag. Big red flag. So I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that this saves somebody from getting in trouble or someone else's money getting taken. It's not a good experience for anyone to go through. I'm glad that I went ahead and I talked to them and I saw what they were trying to do. But I don't want other people to get into this situation. And I would say that they are taking advantage of people left and right because they had that girl's money very quickly. So just be careful what you're giving out online and what you're posting to and who you're responding to. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope this helps somebody. Thank you.